Hello and welcome to LootHoot. My name is Trent. We're going to walk through creating single-use claim codes for use on your LootHoot deal. So the first step is for you to go to Amazon Seller Central. Once there, you're going to create a new promotion. You're going to create a money off promotion. Now, the items you're going to change on this promotion are defining a purchased item. So we'll assume you don't have a new product or an existing product selection. So you're going to have to create a new product selection. What this is just defining the ASIN of the product you want to put on a promotion. So we'll go ahead and create a new one. So we have to define how you're going to look up the item. Since we use ASINs, we'll just have an ASIN list, and we'll create. These are just some internal identifiers, so I'll just say sample 1, 2, 3, sample again. So we'll paste the ASIN that I used in an earlier video. You can also paste ASINs of subtypes for the same parent ASIN. So what I mean by that is if you're selling, let's say, an iPhone case, and that iPhone case also comes in black, but also green and pink and white, Amazon will define one parent ASIN, which is the iPhone case, and then the different variations of color, and they'll have their own separate ASIN. So if you're doing a deal on LootHoot and you have a product that actually has variations like that, you're going to need to supply all of those variation ASINs within this list. That way, when somebody grabs your deal on LootHoot and goes to purchase it, they won't be forced to choose just one color, okay? Hopefully that makes sense. So we'll go ahead and we will create it for this single ASIN. Looks good. Sample 1, 2, 3, 4 is there. So we're going to go back here and I'll just refresh this page so it does show up. So we can see sample 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. So that just references that ASIN product. Now, you're going to have to change the discount that the buyer gets. We don't support % off. You could use % off, but if you watch the previous video on creating a deal on LootHoot, we actually define the deals by a dollar amount that's taken off the product. So we'll actually choose amount off in dollars. And in the previous video, it was actually $10 off of that product. So we'll say $10 is off. Okay, so this applies to a purchased item, so we'll leave that. Advanced options, you won't need to change any of those. We'll leave the start date as today, and I believe it's 4 hours in advance before you can actually start the promotion. And we'll end it. I believe our promotion was running until April 19th. We'll actually extend it a few days just to give anybody who's grabbed your deal at the 11th hour the ability to purchase it and still give you reviews. Just a note, all of the coupons you upload on LootHoot are encrypted. Once the deal ends on LootHoot, we will no longer give out coupon codes. So even if this runs a little bit after or a little bit before, you should be okay. So don't be too worried about that. Just make sure you leave a big enough period to cover your deal. So again, a description, what the tracking ID is. This here will show up in your promotion list. If you have a lot of promotions, you may actually want to define this as something that's meaningful. LootHoot Deal, and I'll even paste in the ASIN number. You'll need to click on claim code. You'll want to make sure you only allow one redemption per customer. That way they can't claim more than one redemption of that claim code. Now, if you want to use a multi-use claim code on LootHoot, that is fine, although we don't recommend it. But if you do, you can simply just copy this claim code and go back to your deal creation screen on LootHoot and paste that in. Instead, we'll create a single-use claim code file a little bit later on in this video. You're going to want to make sure the combinability is set to exclusive. That makes sure that if it's used with any other promotions, that this promotion overrides them. Go to custom messaging. This is quite important. You actually want to make sure you uncheck detail page display text. If you do not uncheck this, once you create this promotion, the promotion will actually be live on your Amazon item product page. So other people outside of LootHoot will see this deal on Amazon and could claim it. So you'll want to uncheck this to make sure that only LootHoot members will be using this promotion. So that looks good. Everything is exactly as we want. We're going to click on review. We'll just give it a once over. It looks good. This will work. We'll go ahead and submit this. So you can see the promotion has been created. You can view or modify your promotion. We want to go to manage your promotions now. So we have a pending promotion. It'll definitely be pending when you create it because, again, promotions are 4 hours in the future until they're active. So when you come here, it's going to be pending. So make sure you choose that. We can see that's that tracking number that we entered. So we want to actually view this promotion. Now from the view screen, you want to click on manage claim codes. This is where we're going to generate the single-use claim codes. Here you'll enter in a group name for your claim codes. We'll just say LootHoot codes and how many you want. We had 25 in our deal, so we'll say 25. Click create, and it will actually create down here. And eventually it'll take a few moments, but the download link should appear and you'll be able to download the zip file, which you'll then use while creating your deal on LootHoot. Now that we've refreshed this page, you can see the download link has appeared. This will simply download the zip file that you will then attach to your LootHoot deal and complete your deal.